story of set 3 presented through stats. But the big thing for FEU Diliman is they were missing their top scorer, MJ Udiegbala. We'll see if she can be available here. And NUNS, credits to them. Playing a solid set of volleyball. 2 errors from the defending champions, 9 given up by FEU Diliman. That was their most dominant set win of game 1, definitely. First 2 sets were close. And now the Lady Bullpups are 1 set away from taking game number 1. So it looks like Udiegbala still unable to come out here for set number 4. It will be Alexa Amana now, playing opposite spiker for FEU Diliman. As we get ready for set number 4 here, can the Lady Baby Tamaraws get us to a decider, or NUNS take game 1 and come within a win of their 8th championship? Welcome you to set 4 of game 1 of the girls volleyball finals. Mix Flores bringing you the game on the Pilipinas Live app. Gold, the set 2 Berayo. She was hunting for hands. She won't get it there, but a quick press on the challenge button from the NU coaching staff. Gonna ask for a block touch. Bam Bam Berayo, one of 5 graduating players for Coach Carl de Maculangan. It's Berayo, Koha, Bartolabak, Navarro, Peñol, and Doroha, the libero, playing their final couple of games here in the UAAP before they head to college. Bright futures ahead for these NUNS players. Carl de Maculangan took over last year as head coach, had been serving as assistant coach for the girls team since season 85. And was there a touch? No, there wasn't. Carl de Maculangan started as an assistant in season 85. Back then, the head coach for NUNS when they won the title was Villet Ponce de Leon. And season 86, Norman Miguel took over. This NUNS program has had different coaches since they let go of Babes Castillo. Following season 81, it was Regine Diego first before Villet Ponce, but they've continued to be successful. Shows you just how consistent the program has been. Just the influx of players coming to the benefit of NUNS as we have a long rally ensuing here. Bongo had to send it over. Here's the bump to Berayo. Full swing denied by Boston. Back row, Bartolabak rolled it. Boston, her touch goes outside. So a long rally to open up set number 4. Again, if you're just joining us, MJ Udiegbala, suffering from cramps, had to come out of the game early in set number 3. Hasn't been able to come into the game again as Adeline Agustin, another huge block from the 16-year-old, roofing Bernardine Boston there. Here's Micaela Gold. Amana set up for it and just got NU defense. Just got the NU defense off balance enough there to score off the tip. Joanna Claire Bongo on the serve. Serves out. Again, the Lady Tamaraws haven't beaten NUNS in season 88. That wasn't the problem, that wasn't a problem for them in the Final Four. An Adamson team they didn't beat in the elimination round had a twice to beat advantage. FEU Diliman erased it. Got to the finals for the first time in their program's history. Bam Bam Berayo and NUNS just proving too consistent. Bam Bam Berayo stumbled a few times here in game one, but the veteran that she is, staying focused, continuing to carry on, and trying to win another title before she bids the NU program goodbye, the NU Juniors program goodbye. There she was on the dig. Bartolabak sent it over. Here comes Devosora. She's roofed. Adeline Torres, the NU middles, just terrorizing the net here in game one. Her and Isabel Cruz have been a problem here. The NU fans getting more rowdy. They now have a 3-point lead. Great serve from Berayo. Emergency set up to Amana, who's blocked. To the outside, Devosora gets it off the hands. Here's Bulandres. What a dig from Bongo. Chance ball, Gold. To the outside, Bartolabak, she finishes. Kayla Janine Bartolabak had 17 points in their final splitcher against UST. Continuing to play well here. Coach Joan Bunag will quickly call timeout here in set number 4. Coach Regine Diego, the new head coach of the women's team. Again, she was the head coach of the Lady Bullpups when they won the season 82 title. That was title number 5 for NUNS. Now they're going for title number 8 here in season 88. As that one just gets past Berayo. Alexa Emana getting her first point of the match. Bernardine Boston coming up to serve here for FEU. Bartolabak on the reception, too close to the net, but an error drawn on the Lady Baby Tamaraws, reaching beyond the net tag on Kath Uman. NU students here again, they came out in buses here to Ateneo to support their classmates. Trying to make that long ride back to Jokson. Much happier one. Alexa Almano though with a huge hit. Berayo agreed. Pick up that one from Bulandres. She babied it. Still a 3-point NUNS lead. So Udi Agbala currently getting treatment, still in the dugout. Alexa Amana getting an ace for FEU Diliman, but their star, MJ Udi Agbala, not sure if she'll be back here. FEU Diliman has to find a way without her. It looks like What's happened to Udegbala? A bit more serious than what seemed at first. As Bolandres sends it over. Here's the bump. Bongo had to send it over. Chance for NU. Bartolabak down the line. What a dig from Bongo. Devosora with a huge dig. Bolandres cross court. Jaina Love Bolandres. Grade 9 out of Negros. The youngest player on the court, definitely. But fearless is Jaina Love Bolandres. What a talent. Remember the name, folks. She's going to be a star. A star now already, but someone to watch out for in the future. And she gets an ace on cue. Gotta love Bolandres. Now a 4-point NU lead. In matches like this, 4 points feel like a mountain. Such a tough point to climb back from if you're FEU, as another error goes to the benefit of NUNS. An attack error from Kath Umal. That's the wheels coming off here for FEU Diliman. Lady Baby Tamaraos trying to stay positive. Still plenty of volleyball to be played here in set 4. Remailon on the pickup. Devosora can't gear up for attack. Here's Bartolabak, who sends it over. Devosora gets it off the hands of Cruz. Teeing off there on the loose outside arm of Isabel Cruz.
Score 6-10.
Here's Devosora. She's in the back row now for Coach Joan Bunag. Gold to Cruz. She's blocked by Bongo. Bartolabak will get a swing here. Premailon on the calm pickup as Bongo is denied. Isabella Cruz. She's only in grade 11, folks. A lot more time for her to improve, but already a dominant blocker for NUNS. Bartolabak, one of 5 graduating Lady Bullpups. Another great serve. As Bongo, well, she's been the most consistent scorer since Udegbala came out of the game. Joanna Claire Bongo, how much does she still have left in her? Down by 4 are the Lady Baby Tamaraos. Here's Kath Umal up to serve. Bartolabak shank pass. Gold keeps it alive though. That one, the touch from the Roja goes out. That's going to be an ace for Umal. That's her second of the game. And Coach Carl De Maculangan will quickly call timeout. FEU Diliman. Again, a lot of volleyball still left to be played here. Only down by 3. 8-11. Set 4. Can they recover? As Berayo is denied at the net. That's Bernardine Boston there. Getting her arms up and over. Sending that Berayo hit back. 11-9 the score. As EU getting some momentum here. 3 straight points from them. As Umal, some indecision that time from our linesman. It was called out. Coach Joan Bunag will want another look at that one. We'll see if it was indeed an error on the serve from Kath Umal. Lady Baby Tamaraws, this batch making their first appearance in the finals of the girls division. A lot of really good talent has come out of this FEU program. AC Minor, Leon de Guzman players are now in the PVL. Of course, Clarice Loresco now with the FEU women's team as that one goes out. Loresco as well, part of the national team with Las Filipinas. This program has produced quality talent. They want hardware. They want results. That one confirmed an error. So Isabella Cruz will take her spot at the service line. Again, the daughter of former national team player Mila Ranyada. Cruz serves out there. Two-point lead for NUNS as Givani, the FEU setter, up to serve. Bartolabak didn't get the best pass there, and it looks like FEU will get a chance ball. Bongo tiptoed at the net. Someone touched the net. It's a lady bullpup. Looks like it was Bam Bam Berayo, who was trying to get her balance back after the last sequence. Ended up touching the net there. So FEU Diliman now only down by one. Berayo on the pickup. Gold will give it back to her, and Berayo makes do. Bam Bam Berayo with a beautiful hit. Just getting it across and through the double block. Full front line with Micaela Gold up to serve, the younger sister of Jen Gold, former UST high school player, now playing for the UP Fighting Maroons. NU keeps it alive for Bartolabak. She's dug up by Givani. Here's the bump for Bongo, who's denied at the net. That's Berayo and Agustin combining for that double block. And the Lady Bullpups are re-established a 3-point advantage. FEU fighting back, NUNS countering with their own effort. Givani, the back set. Roll shot works for Claire Bongo. (14-12). Bongo trying to lead a comeback. Gold, back set, high one to Berayo. She's asking for a touch. Her first referee, Antonio Espartero, will give it to her. Did look like that one definitely grazed a blocker, and Antonio Espartero making the call, overturning the call from our linesman. Will FEU call a challenge though? Looks like they won't, or they will now.
It's a challenge on the call by FEU Diliman. Touch.
And it looks like, will they take it back? You see there, Alea de Vosora admitting that there was a touch, trying to tell her coaches, let's not call a challenge there. A little take-see backsies from FEU Diliman. Now, Antonio Espartero will talk to Alea de Vosora. So there was an admission of fault. No more challenge. Perhaps FEU Diliman trying to be careful there because they already had an unsuccessful challenge earlier in this set. So one more would have cost them their last challenge. Devosora will get it back here. Had to adjust to that set, asking for a touch. She gets it herself. Bolandres saying there wasn't. Coach Carl Di Mocolangan will call a timeout or will call a challenge here. Michaela Gold saying she didn't feel the ball come off her hands. Again, NUNS showing you the depth of their lineup in game number 1. Michaela Gold and Love Bolandres coming off the bench for them. Diana Navarro and Slash Opera, the two usual starters, have been on the bench since set number 2. Get a look at that challenge here. Was there a touch? Ooh. From that angle, definitely looked like that there wasn't a touch, so that's a successful challenge for NUNS. Vindication for Coach Carl Di Mocolangan. And a point for him. His team now up by 4. Or by, correct, that's 4-point lead for them. 12-16. Here's Bam Bam Berayo. And that's going to be an error. Givani had to chase that first touch and results in a double contact. Now a 5-point NU lead. Timeout FEU. So the score is 17-12. With Bam Bam Berayo up to swing here for NUNS, or up to serve here for NUNS. Berayo with a sharp one. Couldn't be controlled by Bongo, and it's an ace for Bam Bam Berayo. Little Miss Reliable in game number 1. Again, had 20 points in that finals clincher against UST. Today, continuing to come up big. But could be her final couple of games in the high school division. This time, she serves into the net. An error for NUNS. Bernardine Boston, her team down by 5. Doroha on reception. And the block. Will that spark something here for FEU Diliman? Kath Umal and Alea Devosora teaming up for that block. Doroha on reception. Bartolabak will swing here. Down the line, Redwell. Here's Devosora from the right. The cut shot picked up by Bolandres. That's going to be an error on the veteran. Janine Bartolabak sailing that one out. Three-point NUNS lead here. This is Bernardine Boston. The serve to Bartolabak. Back set, a beauty for Gina Love Bolandres. Great tempo on that serve from Micaela Gold. Opening up just enough time for Gina Bolandres to finish that play. Now here's Agustin on the serve. Out of system here. Devosora will send it over. Gold back to Bolandres off the block. Defense there for FEU. Amana denied. Cruz lying in wait. The rafters coming up alive here for NUNS. Sensing a win here in game number 1. They're up by 5, 20-15. Out of system, FEU will send it over again. Here's the bump. Ooh! It looks like Agustin and Berayo miscommunicated there. The veteran and the young middle. Hesitation from both of them, costing them a point. Now it's Alexa Amana up to serve for FEU. The set to Bartolabak. Great pickup from Premailon. But FEU will send it over though. Another chance. NU Bolandres. Oh, into the net. So some signs of life here for the Lady Baby Tamaraws. Who are only down by 3. The serve. The bump back to Bartolabak and a block from Kath Umal. So some momentum here. Trickling over the side of FEU Diliman. And Coach Carl de Maculangan will push the timeout button. 2018 the score. Lady Bullpups. Big lead that has been erased was 1-6. Now down to 2. Gold to Bolandres. It's blocked. A chance for FEU. As now Devasora couldn't get a charge on that, as Bolandres will counter and swing out, perhaps bothered by the blockers in front of her. In Umal and Devasora. Bolandres giving up an error. Alexa Omana has been serving consistently here in this rally, or in this run. A sharp one from her! Tie game! And all of a sudden, some life here from the ladies in gold. Alexa Amana with an ace at the forefront of this FEU run. Down by as much as 4 earlier. Another one from Amana. Lady Bullpups here. Coming or crumbling late in set number 4. Alexa Amana with a couple of massive serves. Here's another one from her. Sharp one again, picked up by Droha. Umal sends it back. Chance ball. FEU to the outside. 1-on-1. The finish from Devasora. Alea Devasora coming hype there. What a finish. FEU continuing their run. Alexa Amana has been steady at the service line. Well, this time, she serves into the net, but she did a really good job. And Coach Carl Di Mocolangan will bring in his captain, Rihanna Navarro, / Obera also checking in for the Lady Bullpups. NUNS looked like they were cruising. It was 2015 at one point. It's FEU Diliman up by a solitary point. Navarro on the serve. It's an ace! The captain hops off the bench and delivers a massive ace. Knocking this one back at 22 all. Both sides of the Ateneo Blue Eagle gym can contain themselves. Here's Navarro. The setup to the outside. Devosora. It's kept alive. Chance again for FEU. It's over to NU side. Bartolabak down the line. Bongo on the pickup. Here's the bump. Devosora. That one lands out. But Alea Devosora this time urging her coaches to call for a challenge. Will they call it? Oh, it looks like Coach Joan Bunag will not use the final challenge of her, or her final challenge here in set number 4. Now it's NU who have overtaken FEU Diliman. 3 consecutive points from them. The set to the middle. Umal can't finish. The bump. Bartolabak. No. Givani to Devosora. The block goes out as Alea Devosora ties things up at 23. There's the sister Ali Devosora and the rest of the FEU women's volleyball team up off their seats. 23 all. High pressure, high drama in game 1 of the girls volleyball finals. Devosora to Bartolabak. It's a bump out of system. FEU will get a swing here. Givani will go to Umal. It comes to the other side and Umal scores. FEU Diliman teetering, tiptoeing at the net, but Kat Umal able to find a way to score. 24-23. Devosora on the serve. Berayo, not the best pickup from her. Bartolabak, dug up by Premailon. Here's the bump. Here's Bongo. She's blocked. Back to Claire. Bongo denied again. Umal sends it over. Navarro will send it to Bartolabak. It's dug by Premailon. Long rally. Bongo soars it. No. Here comes Bartolabak down the line. It's dug up. Bongo still can't get it. Bartolabak rescues that ball. Here comes Bongo again. It drops. We are going to a set number 5. The Lady Baby Tamraws showing the fight that has made this Final Four run, this finals run, a signature one. We'll be back with set number 5. Lady Baby Tamaraws were down by as much as 5 late in set number 4. Before they made that huge comeback. You see here the story of that set. Absolute cinema. Sending us to a decider again. The story of this match. MJ Udiakbala continues to be out for FEU Diliman. She's sitting on the bench now. She went out in set number 3, absolutely deflated. The Lady Baby Tamaraws lost that set. In set number 4, looked like it was well on their way or well on a way to a set win for NUNS. But here we are, set number 5. The heart of the Lady Baby Tamaraws. The leading scorers so far, Alea de Basora and Bam Bam Perayo. Who will step up here as we welcome you to the decider? Set number 5 of Game 1 of the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball Finals. Here we go. The setup to Perayo, who goes off the block. Now here's Micaela Gould up to serve for NU. Targeting Devosora. Amana, she's blocked. It's alive. Here's the bump to Bam Bam. Perayo denied by Boston. It's still alive though. Another long rally here. Givani to Boston, who finishes it. Bernardine Boston punches it through. Tied at 1 now between FEU Diliman and NUNS. Who will take the series opener? Bartolabak on the pickup. Here's Bulandres. Right on the line for Gianna Love Bulandres. Everyone off their seats here at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym. Again, 1 to 15 here in set number 5. A lot less room for either squads. Who will continue to step up here? Devosora gets the bump. The pickup from Perayo. Bartolabak transition. Another great dig from Perayo, but this time no one there to save it. A massive block. It looked like that was Devosora on the denial. Lady Baby Tamaraws looking like they have a lot more energy here in set number 5. Boston to Perayo. Bartolabak, she's blocked again. NU net defense has been tremendous. Coverage was there for NU. And Jaina Bulandres finds a way after being blocked. Bulandres just smartly tipping it to an open spot. Youngest lady on the court, Bulandres, grade 9. Scoring a huge point there. Here's the setup to Umal. Perayo on defense. Bulandres again. Cross-court hit from the young opposite spiker. 4-2 lead for NUNS. Adeline Agustin, grade 10 middle blocker for NUNS, here to serve. Not the best reception from Premailon, but Alexa Amana able to make do. Alexa Amana, she's the lady that's come off the bench in lieu of MJ Udiagbala, who's currently sitting on the FEU bench. Amana targeting Perayo. It's in to Bartolabak. That one, she hit way under the ball. Back side at 4. game worthy of the finals of this massive stage in the UAAP. Doroha on the pickup. That's set too close to the net. And Bartolava couldn't send it over. An error for FEU or for NU. FEU will get the point. 3 straight points from the Lady Baby Tamaraos. Back and forth, the pendulum swinging here in game 1. Goal to the middle, Cruz. It's saved. Rally continues as Bolandres will swing off the block. It's saved from behind. Berayo. Bam Bam finds a way. Five all the score. Here's Love Bolandres. It's gonna be a bump to Devosora. It gets through. Micaela Gold tried to block that one, but Devosora put enough spin on that ball for it to cross. No defense, no coverage on the NU side. A bit of a break for FEU. They'll take it up by 1, 6-5. Another big serve here, straight to Berayo. Here's Bolandres, or here's Bartolava on the cross-court hit. Six to 5, or 6 all the score. As Janine Bartolava here up to serve for NU. The setup over on 2. Bartolava a little late to realize what was happening there. Great awareness from Emil Givani. FEU setter doing a splendid job of holding things together without her best scorer, without her ace. FEU Diliman hanging around, leading 7-6 here in the decider. Derayo, no good. Here comes FEU to the other side. Bongo slaps it off the block. Bam Bam connects. If you're NU, where else would you go other than the second best attacker of season 88, the second best scorer in the league, Bam Bam Derayo? Miss Reliable. 7 all the score. Cruz on the serve. Premailon on the reception. And Claire Bongo calmly gets the side out. We'll have a change court here. Again, FEU Diliman has not beaten NUNS in season 88. Lady Bullpups won both their elimination round games. But if you've been following season 88, that hasn't mattered for the Diliman Lady Baby Tamaraos. Facing Adamson, the twice to beat Lady Baby Falcons. They won both of their games. A team that FEU didn't beat as well in the elimination round. Now it's NUNS. They're on the ropes here. The defending champions trying to regain composure. As you see, the FEU women's team, they've been up off their seats since set number 4. Everyone trying to focus their energies, positive vibes, trying to get FEU the game 1 win here. Gold will set up to Berayo. What a dig from Devosora. Bongo had to send it over. Gold to the middle. The swipe from Agustin. Givani saved it. It's going to be a chance ball. NU Berayo denied. Bernardine Boston blocks it. Another hero here for FEU, coming off the bench and making an impact. 9-7 the lead. Timeout NU. high-pressure moment, high-pressure situation. It's Coach Carl Di Mahulangan who will pull the trigger first. Calling a timeout here in set number 5. Giovanni on the serve. Another great one. Devosora, or excuse me, Barayo got it back, and the block lands inside. Bernardine Boston blocking again. Coach Carl Di Mahulangan will send in his starters. Liana Navarro and / Obera will check in for the first time here in set number 5. High pressure situation. Where else would you rather be? Two young teams battling it out in season 88 FEU, the 3-point lead. As Berayo, it's sent back. The Lady Baby Tamaraw saying that Boston insisting, absolutely imploring the coaches to call a challenge. This one goes to favor of FEU Diliman. They'll have a 4-point lead. Again, if you're just joining us, you may FPU in this situation, you may be expecting that MJ Odiagbala has been making the difference for them, but in fact, MJ has been on the bench, has been out of this one since the third set. There really was a block touch there, so it'll be a new point. Again, MJ Odiagbala hasn't been in the game since early in set number 3. As we'll have a reversal of the double sub here. Coach Carl Di Mahulangan sticking with Micaela Gold and Jaina Bulandres to end this one. We'll see if it works. Amana sends it over. Gold back set. Bulandres wild on the hit. 11-8 the score. Who would have thought that we would get here? Those girls certainly kept believing. After being down in set number 4, down by 5, Lady Baby Tamaraws trying to continue their streak. Doroha keeps it alive. Berayo dug up by Bongo. Here's the swing from Devosora. It's wide. The guts, the absolute fight in these Lady Baby Tamaraws. Will the defending champions reply in kind? Their leader, their best scorer at the service line in Bam Bam Berayo. Down by 2, the defending champions on the ropes. Can they fight back? Here's the set to Devosora. That one way outside her airspace. Had to adjust to it. Now it's down to a 1-point lead, and Coach Joan Bunag will call her first time out of set 5. Two young teams locked in a high pressure situation. Who will thrive? FEU Diliman, they were down by. Now it's gonna be the veteran Sam Koha coming in as a service specialist for NUNS, one of 5 graduating Lady Bullpups. Sam Koha. Can she make an imprint in this one? Remailon on the pickup. The setup to Umal. It's saved. A chance again for FEU. Amana with a little tip. It works. It just slides, rolls past the NU defense. Now we're at 13-12. Pressure mounting. And Coach Carl de Magulangan will call his final timeout of the match. Prayers being said all over the Blue Eagle gym as our Lady Baby Tamaraos and Lady Bullpups trying to lock in here. Match hanging in the balance. Alexa Amana at the service line. That one just creeps over the NU side. Bartolabak, she's denied! And who else but Kath Umal coming up with a massive block. FEU gets the first taste of match point here in game 1. It'll be Alexa Amana at the service line. It bounces. It's alive. Bartolabak sends it over. NU recycles. Back set. Bulandre, she scores. This one will continue. FEU still at set point or at match point. Do they have one more big play in them? Jaina Bulandres and NU gonna need to get them off their balance. The young lady, Bulandres, gets the serve through. Here's Debosora, blocked. Premailon coverage. Debosora, that one! Just a little too weak. 14-all. FEU letting 2 match points slip away. NU right back in it. Bulandres again with another huge serve. Givani to Umal. NU defense picks it up. Ooh, Bartolabak slip. A chance for FEU. Here comes Debosora. The only graduating Lady Baby Tamarao with a massive point. The senior trying to continue their Cinderella run in season 88. And she'll be up to serve. For the match, Alea Debosora. The setup to Bartolabak. Debosora on the pickup. Here's the bump to Bongo. And she hits into the antenna. Another deuce. Everyone on the edge of their seats. In many cases, everyone not even sitting down. Even I'm not sitting down. What a match. What a game 1. $15-all. Janine Bartolabak here. Debosora on the reception. Over onto Givani. It doesn't work. As that one didn't cross for Berayo. Another match point chance for FEU. This is going to be the 4th match point in line for FEU. It'll be Kat Umal up to serve. Bernardine Boston just checked back in. She already has a couple of huge blocks here. Can Kat Umal deliver at the service line? Match point FEU. Gold to Birayo. And she scores! There's a net touch on a Lady Baby Tamaraw. Nonetheless, this match continues. What a performance from two. Well, we're in the high school division, so everyone here is young. Everyone getting a taste of championship volleyball. Living up to the billing here. The finals between NU and FEU coming down to a decider, a fifth set deuce. The setup to Bongo. It's a block by Adeline Agustin. The grade 10 middle blocker putting NU at match point for the first time today. And it looks like there's going to be a challenge. Coach Joan Bunag wants to see if there was a net touch. If you're just joining us, looking at this FEU lineup, looking for MJ Udiagbala, she suffered from cramps earlier in set number 3 and hasn't been back in the match since. You see her on the bench there trying to cheer on, egg on her teammates who came back from the dead in set number 4. Sent this to a decider. Now we're teetering here in set number 5. Is it match point NU or match point FEU? Lady Bullpups, defending champions. Will this point go their favor? That looked clean. On the way up and on the way down. So the defending champions will get their first crack at match point timeout FEU.
Match.
17-16 the score. Lady Bullpups are on the ropes. Now they're in an advantageous position at match point for the first time today. Calm pickup for Bongo. The swing. It's kept alive. NU to Birayo. It scores! Bam, bam, Birayo wins game 1 for NU.
Ladies and gentlemen, the atmosphere scores to the 18-16.
Emotions pouring out here for the defending champions. They were down, but they were not out. The Lady Bullpups secure the win in set number 1 in dramatic fashion. Lock up the set or the win in game 1. It's 26-24, 21-25, 25-18, 23-25, in an absolutely dramatic fifth set, 18-16, going the way of NUNS. Now they lead the series 1-0. A lot of terrific performances here today. NUNS looked like they were about to budge. But again, to beat the champs, or to be the champs, you gotta beat the champs. And the back-to-back champions, the Lady Bullpups, looking for title number 8 in season 88. Off to a good start in this series. We'll be back with our player of the game after this.
And the winner in 5 sets, the Nazareth School of National University.
An absolute classic in game 1. NUNS, the defending champions, showing you why. Pushed to a corner, hanging on the ropes. The Lady Bullpups find a way to win. Really, we call them the defending champions, but a lot of changes happened between last season and this season. A lot of new players for NUNS. A lot of players having to step in to new roles. Find a way to win. But this lady, our player of the game, the one constant, the one player who delivered, clinched the win today. Our player of the game in the Final Four, our player of the game in Game 1. Who else but Diza Marie Bam Bam Berayo with 22 points. None bigger than the match clincher in set number 5, playing in her final season, maybe the last couple of games as a Lady Bullpups, stepping up. We'll have game 2 on Sunday, still here at Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym. In the boys division, it's UE who can clinch the title. In the girls division, it's NU. Can they clinch back-to-back titles? Can they win title number 8? We'll find out on Sunday. Keep it here on the Pilipinas Live app for everyone behind the scenes on Signal TV. It has been a pleasure bringing you the UAAP Season 88 because legends start here.